what do you reckon is the thing? It could be game, movie, what it could be anything, right? What do you reckon is the thing or things that you have changed your mind on the most in life? Or something that you like hated? Or, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, the fun answer is horror movies based on the last year. But I think that's just horror movies catching up with my taste rather than me appreciating the genre.
I think your thing with horror movies is interesting. Because I feel like you just don't like jump scares.
I don't feel like being scared. Done.
But
it's
see,
good.
but the thing is, I've also heard people say in my life, and people who obviously, people saying this don't watch a lot of movies, obviously, because no one watches a lot of movies saying this. But I've had normies say things like, "Oh, why would you watch that? Who the hell wants to watch a movie that's going to make you sad?"
Mm.
You know what I mean? Which I feel like is the same, you know, because there's people, normies, who they just want. I think the reason Marvel comic book movies,
they just want an escape.
Yeah,
they can feel good at the end.
Yeah,
feel thrilled. They want a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, but not like a scary or like super emotional roller coaster ride. Just like the hero has a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
And always wins at the end, and the world is great and lovely and everything like that. Yeah, because I've heard all variations. Yeah, you say the whole "I don't like being scared." I've heard that from other people as well who don't like horror movies. But then I've also heard like why would you want to watch anything that makes you sad? Why would you want to? Or even why would you watch that when you have to read it? You know, like
that's a tough one.
You know, and my answer to all of these is pretty much the same thing. It doesn't really change
because it's good.
Well, yeah, because it's just. I mean,
because I like it. Done.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, I can safely say. Safely, I don't know. I think so. I feel like I could safely say there's. I can't think. I don't think there's a movie genre that I would not watch or don't watch. I think I can safely say I just watch everything.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a tiny, tiny niche that it's more that you don't know about it than.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing where I'm like, oh,
how many Norwegian films are you watching?
Well, not enough to care about.
Turkish films, Malton films.
I don't think that's a genre. I don't think that's a genre. That's a. Am I feeling my quota of different language films? Of which I don't know how many different language films should I watch a year. And don't you fucking start because Mister, I only watch half an Australian movie a year.
It's not true. At least a full one.
At least one. Yeah. So I don't have my quota. No, I think the show I thought was brought on by. I was reading. I think it was yesterday. I randomly saw some news / rumor / whatever about them doing that Twilight series. Whatever. I think that's what they're doing. Or that's what the plan is. I think they're trying to like bring it back as the
TV series
now. Sorry, yeah.
I think we talked about it previously.
Yeah. So I think I saw something about that yesterday. And then I think that spun my mind into thinking about how I remember when Twilight came out, and before I even watched it, I was shitting on it because I was a teenager. I was not a sparkle vampire, you know. I was the, you know, as you do until you learn to have your own opinions on things. I was just joining the voices, even though I never watched it. But then. I watched it. I was like, "Oh, Twilight's a banger, man."
Yeah,
you know, but I was definitely like on the full hate train. And then I had to admit defeat on that one. Went around, even though I never finished watching all the movies, to be honest. But I read all the books, so I think that makes me a true fan. You know,
sure.
But that's what had me thinking about stuff of I've come around on, or like joined a hate train on, and changed my mind. You can't think of anything actual outside of that.
I mean, normally if you change your opinion on something, it's influenced by the actions of somebody else. You know what I mean? Like it turns out that somebody's a terrible person, and then your feelings about that thing change. Yeah, whatever. And then I think that's generally how it works. I don't know if you slowly like something more over time. Maybe like some sort of foods and that kind of stuff. Like maybe during my childhood we'd get certain Asian foods that I wouldn't enjoy, and then I come to appreciate them more as I get older and that kind of thing. So
like what?
I think sushi was one,
Really?
Like as your kid, you're like, raw fish, no thank you. And then as you get older, you're like, and maybe because of the Australianization of sushi, where I don't believe the hand rolls that you see every shopping centre, at least here in Brisbane. I don't know what it's like in Tassie, but that's not like a usual Japanese thing as far as I'm aware. It's like the Australianization of Japanese cuisine. But yeah, I think that's probably one that springs to mind. And probably just the culture around sushi during that time as well. Like, you're like, oh, this is this weird foreign food. Nobody wants to really have it. Now everybody has sushi now. I think it's pretty standard food.
Isn't it? Foods are very foods and drinks definitely. Like even coffee. Like when I was younger and tried coffee for the first time, I think my pop made me some when I was like 12 or something once to try. Oh, this is disgusting. Who would ever drink this? Yes. You know what I mean?
And now you can't live without it.
Yeah, and now it's like, wake up, inject into my veins, get the truck started. And even like
when you first have it, first time you have it, it's like medicine kind of tasting. At least in my experience.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think so. And now you just got accustomed to it. I think that's the secret behind Dr. Pepper. They're just forced to drink it enough that they get accustomed to the taste.
Well, there's something I've never changed my mind on. So
it's about volume.
Dr. Pepper
at least 20 still cans before you can appreciate it, I guess.
Nearly 10 years of Explosion Network. I haven't changed my mind on Dr. Pepper.
Have you tried it recently? Huh? Maybe your palate's changed.
No, but as far as I'm aware, it hasn't changed, even if I have. So the food one definitely is like the other thing funny about food was growing up I was the asshole picky eater. Like would only didn't like trying. My mum would put like vegetables on the plate and I'd be yuck, I don't want to try that and stuff like that. I was that kid, but then but also we wouldn't eat anything, and my parents still don't eat a lot of international foods, I guess would be the whatever foreign foods, or won't try anything or do a lot of things. It's just mostly pretty straight cut Aussie / white people food, right? Steak, chicken, whatever, just sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. At some stage, like start trying other sort of stuff. Like they would have. I don't think they've even or would even consider eating sushi or whatever. To be honest, but also I also think sushi as like just because that's the example we're rolling with. That's something I would see on TV, like cartoons, I guess, anime. See, but I didn't growing up. I was like, that's something you can't get here. Yeah. Like that's not. Where would you even find that? There is like there's locally within like a 10-15 minute drive. There's like 5-6 different sushi places I can think of now. But when I was a kid, no.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, it is interesting to think about the explosion of like Japanese cuisine and the commercialization of it. Like now you seem to see a banh mi shop every single other street, or you see the boba place every single shopping center, where
I've had, I think, 2 or 3
years ago, they went nowhere.
boba shops open up here in the last 2 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Catching on.
It's good shit, though.
It is.
Expensive, but
expensive, addictive, refreshing,
but addictive.
All those things.
Refreshing. Ticks all the boxes for everything that you could want out of a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have nothing. I don't. Do you feel like, because obviously Launceston's a bit different. Most of I've had so many shops close here, and what like retail stores close, and what ends up replacing them is like a boba tea or a coffee shop place or a sushi shop or something. Like the retail shops are dying. Is what my view is, and it being replaced is a food shop. Do you reckon it's the same up there, or have you noticed? Because I think that people are spending, at least what it seems to me, I feel like people are spending less on shit, like, and that's retail stores, or don't want to go shopping in retail stores more. Either that's because they don't want to, because they've got limited money and rather spend it on getting lunch or whatever with friends and like combining their spending into like a social activity rather than just buying shit. Or everyone's just buying online, so the retail shops are dying, but cafes and food places and stuff can still always exist because you can't.
People still need food, and they don't want to cook it themselves.
Yeah, so
yeah, I guess I'm trying to think of any examples, big examples. Nothing really is springing to mind. It's quite interesting. Like across from the store that I work at, there used to be a fish and chip shop, and several times they've tried to run a fish and chip shop there, and this week they just it's just been finally opened up as a hot pot place, which seems very odd given the demographic of the suburb that I work in, where it's a lot of old Australian retirees that you would not expect the customer base to be able to support that kind of thing. But we'll see. But overhearing there's a suburb called Mount Gravatt with a big Westfield. They used to have a bunch of David Jones, like on. It took up like a large portion of the center, and when they went away, those sections have been filled in with like a mini golf place and like a escape room kind of thing. So those are the kind of experiences weirdly that are filled in that gap. So, I mean,
that still plays into my
like experience food kind of thing. Yeah,
like socially,
social
people pay social things rather than just stores is what I think. Which sort of makes sense, I guess, in a world where, because everyone feared that online would kill shops or whatever anyway. So it's like if everyone's switching to either buying from Amazon or just the stores they're just buying from Target online instead of going into Target, then if everyone's just happy to do that from home, the way to get people back in, I guess, supporting locally or whatever is like social experiences, be that cafes or escape rooms and stuff. You still can't until you can do it with VR headsets, which you kind of can some of it, but Granny ain't doing it in a VR headset. That's
so. And it's a struggle to get them to use a mobile phone. They're not going to use VR headset. I had a customer come in wanting to put a new SIM into their old brick phone. And
it wouldn't fit, surely.
Well, it fit. It had a micro SIM slot, which I was surprised by. Yeah. But the thing is, to sign up for, it was a Vodafone prepaid. You need to scan a QR code.
Yeah, can't do it.
Can't do it. But I couldn't help them anymore because you need to actually enter personal details in. So it's like, sorry, you're gonna have to go find a computer. We'll give them a call.
During like peak COVID, all the oldies were coming in looking for new phones because they had to get them for the QR code scannings and stuff like that. And it was nothing but complaints at the time. Just have to hear the same complaints over and over and over again about how it's, I don't know, ageist or I don't know, like to
see, this raises a big complaint I have about old people, where I believe a lot of them refuse to adapt to current technology. But us young people, we need to adapt to the changing economic situation, right? You know?
Yeah.
When we need to change, it's perfectly fine. When they need to do any change, no.
Mm-hmm.
It frustrates the hell out of me. Because I remember distinctly, there was a toll, one of the big toll roads here in Queensland, like switched over to like sensors or whatever. So you couldn't like physically put money in. You'd have to go and pay for it online or over the phone or set up an account or whatever. And this guy refused to do it. So we kept going down this road and they're racking up bills and bills and bills. It was like a big article in the paper. And he's like really proud of the fact that he keeps using the road and that kind of stuff and does not want to, believes he shouldn't have to pay because he can't pay the way he wants to pay. I just think, mate, if you don't want to pay the way they want you to pay, don't use that fucking road. It's like, it just infuriates me sometimes the way some people refuse to adapt to the way things are going.
I do wonder at what age that sort of stuff happens, and I hope it never starts happening to me. Because I feel like there's as you get older, there's like multiple things that start happening based on even looking at my own family. It's like you hit the age where you decide the world's against you, and you refuse to keep up with times, like we're talking about. And then the one that scares me, and I think I'm currently past it, because from talking to my parents, I believe I'm already past the age where they stop doing this, is you stop listening to any new music. Because I give my parents shit all the time and have for a long time about, and tried to work out at what year
they stop listening,
that you're like
willing to listen to new music.
At what year was the all this modern age music shit? You know, at what year was that? And God, please never let it happen. Because every time they have this argument, my mum will be like, I like some Pink songs, and so they'll random artists, like a couple songs name. I'm like, yeah, but like at what age did you actively stop listening to new music or like taking any interest in music? Well, when it got bad, you know, like what?
You never know, that might happen. Music might actually get bad one day.
It is. That's my one of my fears. I bring up probably too much. Is this fear of like suddenly waking up one year and just being like, have that old man energy of wow, it's all bad now.
Everything sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch the Turning Point USA halftime show.
Yeah. Fucking that crowd doing this in their suits. Yeah. That's the energy I look to escape.
Don't want to.
For the rest, for all of my life, please and thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, don't have a fear of getting old to die. Don't have a fear of getting dementia. Just a fear of music taste going absolutely down the hill to Kid Rock being there. Also, that Kieran's thoughts on Nick's pick for that original Bevan Beats article has aged
really good. Yes,
drastically well. Yeah.
Can we retroactively pull that down?
Well, Nick's name on it, whatever. We'll just say he got fired for liking Kid Rock.
Nick did this entry. He no longer works here.
Yeah.
Put the correlation, however you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's record our cake.